human being, there is an energy. It's situated at the base of the spine. It's a small triangular bone. It's called the sacrum bone. And this energy, which is called kundalini in Sanskrit, is an ancient language, Indian language. So maybe you have heard the word kundalini before, I'm sure. So if you see here, Libin, can you point it out? Yeah, you see there. It's called the sacrum bone. And this energy, the kundalini, is, how you say, it's curled in, it's a spiral, in 3.5 spiral. Okay? The thing is that it's dormant in almost every human being. It's sleeping until you actually wake her up. I say her because it's a feminine energy. We call her Mother Kundalini. She has been with us forever. She knows everything about us. She knows exactly what we have experienced. She knows exactly how to cure us, all our illness, if it's physical, emotional, or whatever it is. But first of all, we have to awaken her. And that we're going to do today. So I hope you will get experience, because when she's awakened, she will start to ascend. What you see in front of you here is what we call the subtle system. And like we have a body, we have muscles. Many of you go to the gym to work out, to keep fit. But equal important, or maybe more important, we have a subtle system within us. And this consists of 3 main channels. We have, you can see here, the left, it's a blue color. Can you point it out, Libin, please? So it's that channel. Is running along the left side of the spine, actually inside the spine. This system is running parallel with the central nervous system. So it's directly connected with it. So the left channel is the channel which we call the past, because all your experiences is like a record player. It records everything. And it saves it there in the left channel. It's like a memory stick, you could say. Also, our emotions are connected to the left channel. So it runs here all the way. And at this point here, you see it crosses over to the left side. Sorry, to the right side. So there is a blue part on this side of your head here. This is what we call the superego. So the superego, you could say, it's the accumulation of our experiences. You can call it like that. There are different energies running in these channels. In the left channel is the energy of desire. And then we move over on the right side is the yellow channel. It starts not from the first chakra, it actually starts from the second chakra. And this is the channel of the future. When it reaches here, the yellow part, it creates what we call the ego. So it creates the superego and the ego. And we also call that the channel of action. So if we desire something, we have also to achieve it. So we need some energy to go for it. So the problem starts when we use one of these 2 channels too much. But what happens when the Kundalini is awakened for the first time? Then she will access the middle channel. Is the white channel. So this is unique. This happens when the Kundalini is awakened, because the Kundalini, she wants to balance us in the present. She's not interested in the past or the future. And when we start to live in the present, it means that when I say past and future, it's thoughts coming from the past all the time. But we can't do anything about that. It's the past. And some people, when their yellow channel get overactivated, they start to live in the future. Sorry. So both of them are equally bad. Only when we start to live in the present, then we can start to grow. We can start to balance ourselves, get balance in our life, and feel good physically, emotionally, on all the levels. So today we're going to do a small meditation. You could say that we're planting the seed. Like you take a seed, put it in Mother Earth, the seed knows exactly what to do. She gets water, she gets sun, and she can grow into a tree. And it's exactly the same thing with the Kundalini. We get the seed today, and then when we meditate, this energy is growing stronger and stronger. And she starts to balance us in the present. And then all our problems get solved. It's like, you could say it's magic, but it's true. Yoga means also union. So when this energy has passed all the chakras and she's coming up to the last chakra on the top of our head, there we get the yoga. Because then we get union. Our Kundalini get connected to, you could say, this energy that is doing everything, all living things. You can call her nature, power, God, or whatever. It's up to you. So then we get this connection, and this energy, we can only when we get the connection, we can be in touch with this energy. Otherwise, we can read books about it. There is a God, there is not a God, but actually experience it. It can only happen when we get this connection. And when this happens, then you will see that your thoughts will slowly disappear. There will be less and less. And you know, all your fear, all your worries are coming from your thoughts. So when they start to disappear, all your worries start to disappear. Okay, there is a lot to learn about this, but the main thing is to get the experience and start to establish this condition, which we call thoughtless awareness. Okay, so we're going to meditate. We're going to use the right hand. I will go through first, and afterwards we're actually going to do the meditation. So we're going to put the right hand on different places. First, we're going to put it on our heart. And here I will say an affirmation loud. You just repeat it silent within yourself. Then we put it on the left side of the navel. I will say another affirmation. You just repeat. Then a little further down, it's on the ljumske, what we call, on the left side. Again, I will say an affirmation. You repeat. Back to the navel. Back to the heart. To where the shoulder is meeting our neck, and we turn the head little to the right. Let the forehead fall into our palm. And then tilt the head backwards into our palm again. And finally, we're going to stretch the fingers as much as we can and put the palm on the head. This place is the fontanel bone. On small children, they are soft here. When we get older, it calcifies and becomes closed. Okay, so this is the meditation. Now I'm going to lead it. So you just relax, sit back. Of course, try to keep your back straight but relaxed. So we can close our eyes to start with. Remember that these meditations are completely effortless. We just desire, and Mother Kundalini takes care of everything. So just surrender to this energy in the sacrum bone. So we can, to start with, we can just focus on our breathing. Just make sure that your chest is relaxed. And you try to move the attention within. Like when you focus on your breathing, then your attention will automatically go inside yourself. The breathing, it takes care of itself. It's nothing we have to do. We just watch. We just witness everything. So now we can take the hand, right hand, put it on our heart. Now we're going to ask one question. We're going to direct it to Mother Kundalini in our sacrum bone. She knows everything, so we can ask, who am I, Mother Kundalini? Who am I? Can ask it a few times. Who am I? So now we can go down to the left side of the navel. And we can ask, am I my own teacher, Mother Kundalini? Am I my own teacher? So please ask that many times. Am I my own teacher or master? Whatever feels best for you. We can move down to ljumsken, to the lower part of the stomach. Here we're going to ask Mother Kundalini to give us pure knowledge. So ask from your heart, Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. It's important that you really desire it from your heart. You can ask many times, please give me pure knowledge, Mother Kundalini. This knowledge is absolute. It means it's the same for everyone. And we can go back to the navel on the left side. And here we're going to answer the question that we asked here. And we asked, are we our own masters? So we just confirm with full confidence, Mother Kundalini, I am my own master or teacher. I am my own master. And we can go back to the heart where we started. We asked, who am I, Mother Kundalini? And the answer to that question is that we are the spirit. So we can say many times, Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my feelings. I'm not my intellect. And I'm not even this body. Our true essence is the spirit. So we can say it many times. I am the spirit, Mother Kundalini. I am the spirit. Now we can go to the neck, with the neck meet the shoulder. Turn the head a little to the right. When we feel guilt, then this chakra get caught up. So just to counterbalance that, we say, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty at all. I'm not guilty at all, Mother Kundalini. Guilt creates a lot of problems for us. So try to just let go of all guilt. The spirit cannot have guilt. So, and you're the spirit, so you cannot have guilt. I'm not guilty at all, Mother Kundalini. So, can go to the forehead. Drop your head into your palm. Find a relaxed position. Here, the left and the right channel cross at this point. So it's very difficult for the Kundalini to find its way through this chakra. And the only thing that can make the Kundalini open up this chakra is that we forgive. So we can say, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. I forgive everything, and I also forgive myself. Try to forgive from your heart. The most important thing is that you try to say it from your heart. Then the Kundalini will open it. I forgive everyone, I forgive everything, and I also forgive myself. And don't think about the person that has been mean to you. Is general forgiveness. You forgive everything and everyone. It's such a way to go around and not and be angry. When you let go, you feel so much free. Now we can go to the back side. Tilt the head backwards. And here we're going to ask Mother Kundalini for forgiveness for everything that we have done against her, knowingly or unknowingly. So we can say, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for all my mistakes, those I know and those I don't. Please forgive me for all my mistakes, Mother Kundalini. Can take down the hand, shake it little if you feel tense before we do the last exercise. And we stretch the fingers as much as we can like this and put the head on top of the head. Here we're going to do a massage clockwise. So we're going to massage the skin in small circles. And we can do it quite hard. You don't have to count, but around 7. And every time you do one of these circles, you ask Mother Kundalini to give you your self-realization. So you do 7 circles and ask for your self-realization 7 times. And if you have done this before, you can ask Mother Kundalini to strengthen your self-realization. So we can do it in our own rhythm. And when you're ready, you just take down your hands and you put them on your lap, palms pointing upwards. When we meditate, we should always keep the palms upward. So we can now keep the attention on the top of the head. We're going to put some music and we're going to meditate. So just relax. Just be an observer. Don't take part in this. Let the kundalini do everything. So we can continue to stay in this mood. We can also keep little attention if we can feel something in our hands or maybe directly in our body. When the kundalini is ascending, if she finds any imbalance in our subtle system, she will give us feedback and tell us that in this chakra is something, you need to balance it. And then we can feel it in our hands, in our fingers. It can start to itch, or it can start to, you feel different sensations in your hand. Because in our hands and feet, we also have our chakras. So if you feel something in your hands or maybe in a specific finger, you can remember it and tell us afterward. So we can give you a little information about that. Maybe you feel heat or coolness on your hands or above your head. If you feel coolness, this is the kundalini. If you feel heat, it's also the kundalini, but it means that she's working on something in your subtle system. Then it will come out like heat. But if she can flow freely, then you will feel like a coolness coming out of your head and hands. And if you feel that, it also means that you are in meditation. If you feel this, what we call the cool breeze above your head, it's a sign that you are meditating. So we're going to continue now. We're going to watch a little speech with Sri Mataji. Sri Mataji, she is the founder of Sahaja Yoga. She has taught us everything that we know. So this is from a speech she gave in Australia. I think it's in Sydney or Melbourne or something. So we can continue staying in this state and watch this talk. It's 10 minutes long, 11.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. you have to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it with our human awareness. We cannot order it. We cannot manipulate it. It is what it is, has been and will be. And what is the truth? Truth is that we are surrounded, or we are penetrated, or we are nourished, looked after and loved by a very subtle energy, which is the energy of divine love. The second truth is that we are not this body, these conditionings, this ego, but we are the spirit. You don't have to accept what I am saying blindly, because blind faith leads to fanaticism. But as scientists, you must keep your mind open and see for yourself what I am saying. If it is so, honestly, you must accept it. We know so much through science about our civilization, our advancement. This is the advancement of a tree which has grown outside very much. But if we do not know our roots, we will be destroyed. So it is important to know about our roots. And this is what it is, are our roots. As you can see, there are 7 centers within us. And these subtle centers are placed in the spinal cord and in the brain. These cater to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. On the physical side, the energy for the use of our plexuses, which look after our physical problems. That is on the right side. The energy which is supplied by this yellow line, a subtle channel, we call it as the Pingala Nadi. This supplies energy for our physical and mental actions. So this is the power of action within, caters to the right sympathetic nervous system. The another channel you see on the left hand side is the channel by which we desire, put our energy to our desire. So this is the power of desire and looks after our emotions. This is the one which looks after our conditionings also. At the end of these 2 channels, they create 2 institutions. Side crosses over, and the yellow balloon that you see is the ego, is the balloon of ego that we have. And the left hand side one, which conditions our mind, is the balloon of superego. As we start growing in age, by the time we are 12 years of age, these 2 completely meet, and the soft bone in our head becomes completely calcified. which is in the center. And this central energy is the one which has made us human beings. And these centers are the milestones of our evolution. So now the last jumping is left out. It has reached up to the limbic area. Now, only thing is it has to break through the soft bone on the head and break through that, which is the actualization of baptism. Baptism is not an artificial thing. It is an actualization. But the energy that does it is, we call it sleeping energy, in the triangular bone called as sacrum. The Greeks knew that this is a sacred bone, that they called it sacrum. This energy has to rise and break through that fontanelle bone area and connect us to that subtle divine power which we have never felt during human awareness. Thus, we get connected to this divine power and we start feeling it on our fingertips, that at the time of resurrection your hands will speak and they will give witness against you. That is, you start feeling your own centers. These are 5, 6 and 7 centers, and they indicate what's wrong with you within yourself. What's the problem? Also, you can feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Because this sleeping power, which is called as the kundalini, is the power of pure desire within us. In America, they say there are 55% people who suffer from terrible nervousness, and at least 30% people have got schizophrenia. It's a very dangerous thing. If we don't understand how delicately we are made and to realize that we are human beings, the epitome of evolution, we are going to land in great difficulties. Run away from reality, but reality will have an effect on us. So now we have this kind of a mechanism within us existing. Now this is a living process of evolution. And we must understand that we don't pay for living process, and we can't even explain it. Because when you take a small little seed and put it in the Mother Earth, it germinates by itself. You don't pay to the Mother Earth anything. And when it germinates, it grows into a tree and produces thousands of seeds. So in that little seed, the map of all the things it was going to create is there. How it works, we never ask this question. We take all the things for granted. We don't even ask the question how this wonderful eye of ours is made like a camera, and that how we are programmed within ourselves like computers. You see, this is the think about, it's there. Through our sensory organs, how we find out things. We never question it. But to answer Now, all our questions, we have to become the divine computer. And that's why we have to be connected to the mains, I call them, as the people who are self-realized, the people who have got their spirit in their attention.
So we're going to make a short meditation. We can take the right hand in front of us and just follow the spine all the way up to the head. And we can rest the hand, stretch your fingers and rest it on the top of your head. So when we meditate, our attention should go up here, a little above. But if you find it difficult to keep the attention, just relax, because when the kundalini is ascending, she will take your attention to this place. So it's very important to just be an observer, observe what happens. You can lift your hand a little and see if you can feel some coolness or heat coming out of your head, like 5-10 centimeters above the head. Just check. If you don't feel anything, don't worry. So now we can take down the hand and we can still keep the attention on top of the head. If you still have thoughts, you can say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all my thoughts. Please bring us into meditation, Mother Kundalini. Please connect us with the main source, Mother Kundalini. Keep little attention on your hands. Is Mother Kundalini giving you feedback? Can you feel some tingling? Some specific finger? Then she's talking to you and telling you, okay, you have something here in this chakra. Please give us the silence, Mother Kundalini. Silence our mind, silence our thoughts. So we can put our hands together and we can thank Mother Kundalini for the meditation. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for the meditation. So when we finish the meditation, I'm going to show you. We take that hand, that area. In the center there is the last chakra. This one is situated here. So that one, you direct it to where the spine starts there. And then you take the right hand, circle around it, and just follow the spine all the way up. You tilt the head a little back, so you stretch the back, and then you do 1 knot. And just let your hand fall down. You do it again. This time, you do 2 knots. 1, 2. And 1/3 knot. 1/3 time. This time we do 3 knots. 1, 2, and 3. We do it 3 times because we have 3 main channels. So the Kundalini should be up here. When the Kundalini is here, then we're also protected. So then we do what we call bandhan. We take the right hand over the left, all the way over your body and back. So we have 7 chakras. Bandhan means protection. So we do 7 times for all the chakras. When we do 7 times, we take the left and the right hand together in the middle. This symbolizing that we want to be in the middle channel, in the present, not in the left or in the right, just in the middle. So later on, when we do meditation, we start with this exercise. We do that first, and then we meditate, and then we finish with that same exercise. Okay. If you want to ask something,